Welcome to a lesson on the human circulatory system. In this particular lesson, we are going to have an overview of what the circulatory system is, parts and functions of the circulatory system, structure and function of the heart, composition of blood vessels. Let's begin. What actually then is circulatory system? The circulatory system is a network of organs that permits the circulation of blood. It consists of a network of arteries, veins, and capillaries, with the heart pumping blood through them. Alternatively, you can say that the circulatory system is responsible for collecting metabolic waste and toxins from the cells and tissues and either purifying them or expelling them from the body. So, the network of organs such as the arteries, veins, capillaries, and the heart come together to allow the movement of blood throughout the body and the collection of metabolic waste and toxins from the body. How then does the diagram of the circulatory system looks like? Let's have a clear view of how the diagram of the circulatory system is. Now, this is the diagram of the circulatory system. Now, this diagram of the circulatory system, we will come across it and we'll discuss what it is. But for now, we all want to know how this diagram of the circulatory system is. From here, you could see a section of a blue part of the section over here that it has a blue part of it. So it divides into two. So we have a section of the left part of it and the right part of it. So blood circulates throughout the body using these particular two loops. Okay, now this is called a double circulation, of which we'll come back later on. So the pulmonary artery is this over here. We have the right atrium, we have the right ventricle. This over here is the heart at the center of it. Then the left atrium and the right ventricle. These are the four chambers of the heart. We will come to across this in our later discussions. Alright, so let's move on to our next slide. Alright, so in our next slide, we are going to look at what actually Alright, now what are the features of the circulatory system? The human circulatory system consists of blood, heart, blood vessels, and lymph. Now this is one characteristic of the circulatory system that you can identify with it, that the circulatory system consists of blood, heart, blood vessels, and lymph. Now these are basically the components of the circulatory system. Then again, the human circulatory system circulates blood through two loops. In other words, called double circulation. Earlier in the diagram, I showed you a diagram of the circulatory system, and I said that it functions using two loops or pathways, and this is called double circulation. One for oxygenated blood. You see the blue side of the diagram showed us what? The blue part of the diagram showed us the red part over here, one for oxygen the oxygenated blood, the one for deoxygenated blood. So the blue aspect of it means deoxygenated blood. It means that there is oxygen have been extracted or being used up from that blood, and then waste metabolic substances and toxins like carbon dioxide, urine have been what picked up. So now the blood is a dirty blood. Now we have the oxygenated blood, which is red. So this one contains what? Oxygen. Okay, therefore the blood can what? Receive oxygen. So moving on to the next one, we said the human circulatory system circulates blood through two loops. Okay, then the heart has four chambers, including two ventricles and two auricles. So it means that the heart has four chambers. Okay, we have two ventricles and two auricles. The human circulatory system possesses a body-wide network of blood vessels. Okay, these comprise the arteries, veins, and capillaries. So it means that the blood, which is a component of the human system, also has its own components, which are the arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. These are the structures through which the heart pumps blood to all parts of the human body. The function of these vessels is to carry out oxygen and nutrients to the whole body parts and also remove waste materials from the body. If we are to lay all the veins, arteries, and capillaries of a human body, it will cover around 100,000 kilometers. This means that it's about 8 times the Earth's diameter. Moving on, let's discuss the organs of the circulatory system. The organs of the circulatory system are the heart, blood vessels, and the lymphatic system. We shall take them one after the other and discuss in upcoming lessons. Let's talk about the heart. What then is the heart? The heart is a muscular organ located in the chest cavity, right between the lungs. Now it is positioned slightly towards the left in the thoracic region and is enveloped by the pericardium. The heart is separated into four chambers, namely two upper chambers called the atria, which is singular means atrium, and two lower chambers called the ventricles. How is the diagram of the heart? The heart looks like this. Over here, we have what it is. These are the internal. From here, these are the internal structure of the heart. This is the external structure of the heart. Okay, this is how the heart looks like if you cut it open. This is how it looks like when you remove the heart. Now from here, from this blue part is the superior vena cava. It's where blood from the upper part of the body enters the heart. Then this part is the inferior vena cava, where blood from the lower section of the body enters the heart. This over here you see is the right pulmonary vein. Over here we have, so when the heart enters, we have the right pulmonary vein over here. Then we have the right atrium, so the blood that enters the heart comes to the right atrium, this section, and moves into the right ventricle. So this is the first chamber of the heart, and the second chamber is called the right ventricles on the right hand side. Now over here we have the left ventricle, okay, and we have the over here too, you can see the left artery also here. So this is the left ventricle, this is the left artery. Then we have the auricle of the left atrium is over here. Okay, so the pulmonary vein, these tubes are called the pulmonary vein. It's whereby the heart moves from the oxygen pass through to the heart. So we have the pulmonary artery over here. We will discuss the function later on. We have the aorta. Aorta is the largest part of the heart over there. So in subsequent video we will discuss all this in detail. All right, so let's move on. Now, the diagram of the heart. How do you describe the diagram of the heart or the structure of the heart? The human heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood all through the body using a process called circulation, and it does so by providing oxygen and nutrients to each cells while removing waste products. Human heart consists of several chambers and valves that work together to ensure proper blood flow in the body. The oxygenated blood is collected by the heart, recycled through the lungs, and then given to the body as oxygenated blood, means oxygen-rich blood. As per Gray's Anatomy, the heart measures 12 centimeters in length, 8.5 centimeters in width, and 6 centimeters in thickness. Additionally, the average weight of the heart is 230 to 280 grams for women and 280 to 340 grams for men. So men can do more tedious work than women. The human heart is located between the lungs in the thoracic cavity and is little bit shifted towards the left of the sternum, which is derived from the embryonic mesodermal germ layer. Functions and parts of the heart. The artery. The artery are two types. They are the right atrium and the left atrium. These are called the upper chambers of the heart. The right atrium. The right atrium is used to receive blood from veins. Veins contain circulated blood. In other words, they are called deoxygenated blood. The right atrium receives the circulated blood from the veins and pumps that blood over the right ventricle. The left atrium is used to receive the oxygen-rich blood. Alright, so the left atrium is used to receive the oxygenated blood, sorry for the interruption, which is the oxygenated blood from the lungs and pumps it into the left ventricle. The ventricles are muscular chamber larger in size. Ventricles are responsible for pumping blood out of the heart. Ventricles are of two types, the right ventricle and the left ventricle. These are called the lower chambers of the heart. In the upcoming video, now we have the right ventricles. The right ventricles has a pulmonary valve that is used for transferring the blood to the lungs to pick up oxygen. The pulmonary valve helps in the regulation of blood flow from the right ventricle to the pulmonary arteries. Then the left ventricle. The left ventricle pumps the oxygen-contained blood to the body through arteries. The mitral valve helps to move blood from the left atrium to the left ventricle. Our first part of the lesson will end here. In upcoming videos, we will talk about functions and parts of the circulatory system.